Westfield Memorial Hospital provides high-quality health care to residents of Western New York, offering patients the most sophisticated medical advancements while keeping the ease and familiarity of a community hospital. Support for Chautauqua Sunrise has been provided by WRFA 107.9 FM, Jamestown's public radio station, streaming online 24/7 at WRFALP.com. Low power to the people. Chautauqua Sunrise is made possible by a grant from Fredonia Place, a continuing care retirement community providing dignity in a modern luxury environment. Meter's Restaurant, a family tradition for over 50 years in downtown Ripley, is a proud supporter of Chautauqua Sunrise. Meter's provides all-day dining, banquet services, and custom catering, specializing in pie. Funding for Chautauqua Sunrise is provided in part by the Chautauqua County Industrial Development Agency, with offices in Jamestown, Dunkirk, and Westfield, helping businesses to prosper throughout Chautauqua County. From supporting people with disabilities to enjoy great lives, to providing health care services that are available to anyone, the Resource Center has been improving our county for more than 60 years. Learn more about how the Resource Center makes a positive difference in people's lives. From the Access Chautauqua Studios in Mayville, it's Chautauqua Sunrise. Chautauqua Sunrise is hosted by Doc Hamels and supported by the award-winning volunteers at Access Chautauqua. We are here to share local news, colorful interviews, and events of interest to everyone. Chautauqua Sunrise is broadcast live Saturday mornings each week from 9 to 10 a.m. Send events via email or call us live. Check us out on YouTube and Facebook. And now, from the Access Chautauqua Studios, it's Chautauqua Sunrise.
Well, I wish there was a sunrise this morning. Holy mackerel, it's kind of cloudy and dark out there, and snowflakes flying at my house. I don't know if there was out yours out there in TV land, but good morning nonetheless. Glad you could join us, and hopefully you grab a cup of coffee or hot chocolate tea, whatever your hot beverage is this morning, and sit back because we got a fun show in store for you. I'll say good afternoon to all my listeners on WRFA 107.9, low power to the people in Jamestown. Thanks for joining us throughout the week, and for those of you who are watching us wherever you are in the world, we stream live throughout the world. Anybody can watch us. And if you have a message, announcement, something you want to share, a birthday, an anniversary, your club or organization is doing something, give us a call, 716-753-5225, or you can email us at chautauquasunrise@gmail.com. More than happy to share that with the folks in Chautauqua County in the local area. And speaking of birthdays, we also want to recognize one of our faithful followers. Sue Crawford Poster has an anniversary today. It's the anniversary of her 39th birthday. Yes. That's where we leave that. My mother would have slapped me hard. All right. Also, speaking of anniversaries, today is the 3rd anniversary of the Big Inlet Brewing. They are having a big bash today at their place over in Mainville, over there on Elm Flats Road. And the band I play with, the Growlers, we're going to be playing from 5:30 to 8:30. They tell me they're going to have all kinds of special events and giveaways and special pricing and sort of that sort of thing. And so anyways, if you have nothing to do on this dreary day, 5:30, 8:30, we'll be there. And I think we're going to have some other guests that are going to be playing on our break. So should be a fun day. So happy anniversary, Big Inlet. All right, what else we got here? All right. So I mention it every week, and sometimes we get a phone call, we get emails throughout the week, but please remember, this is public access TV. This is your station, basically, for Chautauqua County. And I see things in the newspaper sometimes, and I think, well, why didn't they send that to us? We would be happy to share that. So it's free of charge, and get the word out, because we do cross lots of households in the area. All right, for those that did take me up on that, I'm going to share some information with you. All right. So this is from Jamestown, and this is regarding the Jamestown Holiday Parade. All right, it's scheduled for Saturday, December 4th, and we got a really cool picture of that. It'll be popped up here in a second. The highlight of the Christmas weekend of December 3rd and the 4th, oh, that was interesting. 3rd and 4th is the Holiday Parade. The City of Jamestown Collaborative Children's Solutions present the Jamestown Holiday Parade 2021. Pending Safety Committee approval, I'm assuming by now they've got that. The theme for this year's holiday parade is Jamestown, New York, a diverse community celebrating holiday traditions from around the world. Wow, look at that. It almost looks like a Macy's Day Parade, doesn't it, without all the stuff. I mean, just pretty lights. The parade will feature a 1-mile adults and children fun run, musical entertainment, a traditional tree lighting ceremony at 8 p.m. with Mayor Eddie Sundquist, and fireworks display above the Spring Street parking ramp. Applications to participate in the parade are still being accepted. Additionally, downtown businesses have the opportunity to showcase their establishments and welcome guests. Anyone interested in participating in the parade, and if you're a downtown business who will be open during the parade, please register at this link called jtny.events. jtny.events. And this year, especially with the stores are having limited inventory, this is a great opportunity to push and present your wares, whatever you're selling, to the local folks, because this could be a really great opportunity for you to sell more than you normally do. Okay. The holiday parade will be held on Saturday, December 4, beginning at 6 p.m. The parade itself will begin on the 3rd Street Bridge and continue down the 3rd Street to City Hall. Parade lineup will begin at 5 p.m. on West 3rd Street between Halleck Street and Porter Avenue. Parade Facebook event page can be found at the 2021 Jamestown, New York Holiday Parade site, and you go to their Facebook page. All right, let's see here. Just a little bit about Collaborative Children's Solutions. Their mission is to assist children by offering them opportunities to reach their maximum potential by partnering with local agencies, organizations, and school districts. The heart of this group does to bring the community together for the betterment of the children. For more information, go to their website called ccsolutions716.com. So this is all one word, ccsolutions716.com. Sounds like a great day, so check it out. Mark your calendars. All right, at the Reg Lene, this is what's being featured coming up on Wednesday, November 17th at 7 p.m. The Last Duel. Oh boy. The character, let's see, I gotta use my French accent here. Jean de Carouge, played by Matt Damon, is a respected knight known for his bravery and his skill on the battlefield. And then you got Jacques Legris. Adam Driver is a squire whose intelligence and eloquence makes him one of the most admired nobles in court. When Legris viciously assaults Carouge, his wife, played by Jodie Comer, she steps forward to accuse her attacker, an attack of bravery and of defiance that puts her life in jeopardy. The ensuing trial by combat, a grueling duel to the death, places the fate of all three in God's hands. The Last Duel is rated R, and it's 152 minutes long. Then, on November 20th, and this is going to be at 8 p.m., Wes Anderson directs the ensemble comedy The French Dispatch. I haven't heard this one before. The film is a love letter to journalists. set in an outpost of an American newspaper in a fictional 20th century French city that brings to life a collection of stories published in the French Dispatch. It stars Timothy Chalamet, Tilda Swinton, Lee Seydoux, Adrian Brody, Benicio del Toro, my God, you guys are killing me, Francis McDormand, Owen Wilson, oh, I know who he is, Jeffrey Wright, and Bill Murray. Oh my gosh, that'd be a lot of fun. The French Dispatch is rated R and is 103 minutes long. So you got two movies coming up, one on the 17th and one on the 18th. Tickets are only $7 with an additional $1 for restoration fees for the theater. And you can contact them from 12 to 5 p.m. Monday and Friday and 12 to 8 on Wednesdays, or give them a call at 484-7070. And remember, masks are recommended for all patrons regardless of your vaccination status. And the original is on 3rd Street in Jamestown. Now, this is important for those of you that are probably wondering more about how to get your booster shots or children to get vaccinated. And our own Department of Health announces upcoming COVID-19 pediatric and general vaccination clinics. All right, here we go. It's kind of long, but I'll get through it nonetheless. The Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine has now been authorized for emergency use for children ages 5 through 11 in a 2-dose series. The vaccine for this age group has been formulated specifically for this age group and is a much lower dosage than that of the vaccine approved for those 12 and up. Understanding that many parents are eagerly seeking vaccinations for the age group, 3 large regional clinics are planned for November and December that will target this specific population. Parents may also contact their pediatrician, family health care provider, or pharmacist to inquire about the vaccine. A list of pharmacies that provide the vaccine to this population will be maintained on the county website, which is chqgov.com. chqgov, all one word, .com. And it's updated as things change. All right, clinics for children ages 5 through 11. Clinics listed in this section are only for children ages 5 through 11, and only the pediatric Pfizer vaccine will be offered. Consent must be provided at the clinic by a parent or legal guardian. Visit chqgov.com to register and print consent forms prior to clinic to speed up clinic operations. Vaccines will be provided for children at no cost. The adult bringing the child to the clinic must present government-issued ID. Every person is required to wear a mask. This is no different if you go to your local drugstore and get your vaccine right now. You got to pre-register, you got to have a mask on, and you have to have ID, okay? So, Saturday, November 13th, that's today, from 1 to 5, it's at SUNY Fredonia Steel Hall at 280 Central Avenue in Fredonia. The clinic will be indoors, and individuals are asked to please pre-register, again, at the same website, chgov.com. Children should also be available, hang on a second. This will also be available on December 4th from 1 to 5 p.m. to receive their second dose of the vaccine. All right, so again, you get the vaccine today. Children should also be available for December 4th to get round 2 from 1 to 5. All right, moving along. Saturday, December 18th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Chautauqua Lake Central School, just down the road here. Elementary Gymnasium at 100 North Erie Street in Mayville. This clinic will be indoors, and individuals are asked to please pre-register, again, chqgov.com. Children should also be available on January 8th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. to receive their second dose. Remember, for the adults, we had to wait so many weeks, so the same deal. They want you to know what the dates are so that you can schedule so you don't miss getting the second shot. All right, now, pay attention on this one. This is clinics for anyone ages 12 and up. Pfizer, BioNTech, Moderna, so forth. Johnson & Johnson vaccine, including booster doses, will be available at all clinics that I'll be listing here in a second. Okay? So Tuesday, November 23rd. Now this is for the boosters. All right, remember you got to bring your vaccine cards. And if you're like me, you laminated the first one not knowing there was going to be a booster, they will give you a second card. No big deal because I already had my booster, so it's not a problem. But bring the first one. All right, starting on November 23rd from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. and Friday, December 3rd from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., SUNY Fredonia, Steele Hall, again, 280 Central Avenue in Fredonia. These clinics will be held indoors and individuals are asked to pre-register at that site. And then other clinics will come up. First, second, and third doses, as well as booster shots, will be provided to any eligible persons at the time of the clinic. Pfizer is available to anyone ages 12 and up. Moderna is available to anyone ages 18 and up. And Johnson & Johnson is available to anyone ages 18 and up. Booster guidance was issued by the FDA and the CDC for individuals who received the Pfizer or the Moderna COVID-19 vaccines. The CDC issued recommendations for a single booster dose 6 months or more after your initial series for the following individuals. So remember, you can't get the booster like right after you got your second shot. You got to wait 6 months. So ages 65 years of age and older, if you had your last dose 6 months ago, you're eligible. Age 18 and older who live in long-term care settings, age 18 and older who have underlying medical conditions, age 18 and older who work or live in high-risk settings. All right? Whew. The CDC has also issued recommendations for a single booster dose for those individuals who previously received a primary dose of Janssen or the Johnson & Johnson vaccine at least 2 months after the administration of the first dose. The booster dose should be given using the same vaccine manufacturer and that the person received for the primary series. Wait a minute. The booster dose should be given using the same vaccine manufacturer that the person received for the primary series. Woo. If the same product used for the primary series is no longer available or a different COVID-19 vaccine is desired, any FDA COVID-19 vaccine can be used for the booster dose, according to the FDA and CDC guidance. All right? Let's see. Okay, so remember, go to that website, chgov.com, and you can see where all the upcoming clinics are if you can't make the next round. This is so much more, seems to be organized than when it was first started, when we were getting our shots. Everybody was scrambling, getting on wait lists and things like that. We've learned a lot. The government's learned a lot. The process is getting smoother and better. So we're happy to share that information with you as we go along. All right, changing total subjects here. BOCES, my old stomping grounds, offers personal care aid program. Erie 2 Chautauqua Cattaraugus BOCES will be offering classes in November for individuals who are interested in becoming personal care aides. A personal care aide is prepared to assist clients and families with personal care and home management by providing services to individuals with stable medical conditions. Individuals interested in the nursing field can take this course to further their career towards becoming a licensed practical nurse or registered nurse. Classes start this coming week and run, through the end of the month. The classes are from 3:30 to 9 p.m. If you're interested, the tuition is $475, and you can call Chautauqua Works, that's the sponsoring group, at 366-9015, 366-9015, or if you want more information, you can give Sue Sozinski a call at 716-805-3162. And finally, if you have something you want to do this weekend, you can go see us, the Growlers, at the Big Inlet tonight, or you can go to the Holiday Open House at 26 participating businesses in Chautauqua, DeWittville, and Mayville. They're having a special kind of open house type thing through all the businesses Participants can also pick up a special card to get punched at each of the businesses they visit and drop it off at their last stop for a chance to win prizes. Shops and restaurants also may be offering specials or discounts. And so this is the businesses through the town of Chautauqua, DeWittville, and Mayville, and that's today and all of next weekend. For more information, give them a call at 366-6200. All right, again, today and tomorrow, all together now on Friday and Saturday, so it'll be Saturday and Sunday. So it's today at 7:30 p.m., tomorrow at 2 p.m. at the Lucille Ball Little Theater on 2nd Street. This is the theater's first live performance since March 2020, as 7 performers return to the stage for this global event celebrating local theater. Tickets are available for a small donation at the door, 60 minutes prior to the start of each performance. Okay, you got to get there early. Proof of COVID vaccination is required, or a negative COVID test within 72 hours of the event for all patrons ages 12 and up. Masks are required for individuals ages 2 and up. For more information, give them a call at 483-1095. And again, that's all together now. That's the name of the show. All right, and then today and tomorrow, family, public, skate, and ice bumper car events. I still think we need to do that, Justin. What do you think? No. This is going to be held today from 3:30 to 6 p.m. and tomorrow from 1:30 to 4 p.m. at Northwest Arena over on 3rd Street. It costs $7 to rent skates, $3. Wait a minute. Admission is $7. Skates are $3. Bumper cars, $6. And bumper cars with skating and skate rental is $14. So for a fun afternoon for $14, you can skate and crash into each other. I think are they air suspended? I don't know what those are. It sounds like fun. 484-2. We're never going to find out. Somebody's got to let me know. 484-2624. Anyways, that's it for announcements. We're going to be right back. Stay tuned. We got a lot of fun in the store yet. Bye-bye.
At Social Security, we are always thinking of ways to save you time and make things easier. That's why we created My Social Security. A My Social Security account allows you to access your earnings history and benefits information, request a replacement Social Security card, get a proof of income letter, estimate and apply for benefits, and more. Save time. Go online. Open a My Social Security account at ssa.gov/myaccount. Social Security. Securing today and tomorrow.
Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Okay, I'm gonna frame the discussion this way, okay, before I bring my guests on, who are anxiously I can tell you're anxious to come on. I think it was last year. I'm sure it was last year. I was in a production called Harvest Moon 2020, and I portrayed an individual that's passed on. I was a ghost, and I was Shelley Green, who was the mayor of Westfield at one time. And I, through him, recounted the good old days of our towns. And I don't think it was necessarily just Westfield that was like this, but I was talking about Westfield. And as I recall, I talked about the fact that Westfield had things going on all the time. People would flock there for the theater. They would go and they would come in the evening for special events, or the stores would have their wares out on the street during the summertime. And it was a bustling, hustling community. Ripley was very similar in that, through my research as a town historian, did similar things. But the thing was that Westfield was like a real hub of activity, and it's sort of getting back there again. And I know a lot of the towns are getting back there again, kind of getting back to community and so forth. So I want to welcome, how's that for a lead in?
Very good.
I want to welcome back to the show Sue Crawford Poster, our birthday person, and and Marilynn Hammer, who I've known for a long, long, long time. And we're going to be talking about Let There Be Light. And I don't know if you folks can see this or not, but the whole table here has got all these tiny little lights flashing here. And it's kind of setting the tone here. So good morning, ladies, and welcome.
Good morning.
So this event, whatever it is that we're going to find out what it is here in a minute, is multi-layered, I think. would you say, is that a good word?
Absolutely.
Multi-layered. And as I recall, you've done something called Christmas in the Village for a number of years. And this is now like part of that. Is that a fair assumption here?
Well, it is part of that.
Okay,
yes.
so
yeah, part of the weekend.
So we're
Yes.
gonna talk about a whole weekend.
Yep.
How's that?
Yep.
All right, I'm setting the stage here.
Yes, you
Friday,
are.
Saturday, and Sunday.
So, Sue, you represent the Westfield Barcelona Chamber of Commerce.
I do.
And Marilyn, are you just like
Village of Westfield Chamber of Commerce.
All right, so kind
She
of
wears a lot of hats.
lots of hats. All right, so you're heading up this whole project. So let's start with the concept of Christmas in the Village. Let's start there because I know this has been going on for some time now, right?
Right.
For how long?
Yes, I think it started back in the 90s.
Okay.
I think one of our former mayor's wives and her friends started it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was more just something at Easton Hall. Well, the idea was, and most of what we do in Westfield is to promote our businesses and our restaurants and bring people in. And so they had the stores that come into Easton Hall and bring some samples. And then they also had there a Victorian tea, and they called it Victorian Christmas
Mm-hmm.
in Westfield.
That
And
thing
so-
in Easton Hall, is that
Yeah.
where I played that time?
Yes,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Somehow I ended up playing for that by
Yes,
myself.
Yes, yes.
And
yes.
you made me
Sit up
play
on the
that song
balcony.
over and over again.
I think I did. Didn't I come and do some harmony with you at
you
some
did.
point?
Yes. It was the streets of London.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
right. Love
Yeah,
that
That's a
song.
great song.
But then when I got involved, we sort of wanted to involve more entities in Westfield, like the YMCA, YWCA, and the chamber, and well, I'm just trying to think. Everybody, I guess.
Everybody.
I
Different
just kind of
organizations,
the
yeah.
school, the library, now the theater. Since
organizations.
we've had that, and I'm sorry. That's the idea. Everybody's getting involved. So as everybody got involved, then things grew.
So
So that's
my opening statement about Shelley Green reminiscing about the old days was
Yeah.
I was pretty much on target, wasn't I?
I think you were. Yeah.
Because I think when
Yeah.
we went through the various characters, there was some throwback to the Christmas holidays, where it was getting your picture taken by the one photographer or whatever it was. Everybody was like, it was like a tightly knit community, you know?
Yeah, it was.
So what happened?
was.
What happened from the, let's go back to the 50s and
From way back
60s
when?
to the dark ages or whatever.
I would say that stores, maybe with the presence of Walmart and
big
some of
box
the big
stores, they call them,
malls
yeah.
and those kinds of things, that we sort of lost our little shops.
Yeah.
And so I think that was part of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then some of the folks that did have shops, didn't want to. I remember my mother had Sincerely Yours dress shop,
Mm-hmm.
and they were always open Friday nights, but one by one,
Yeah.
the stores just felt they didn't want to do that. So things just kind of
Right,
fizzled out.
And then,
It was a trend
It was,
nationwide.
I think it
right.
was.
And also, we were talking about this earlier, is that a lot of times, you might have been, you had a store and you loved it, but now it's time for you to retire,
Yep.
and nobody wants to take over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Not
still
everybody
happens.
wants to sell dresses. Not everybody
right.
wants to
That's right.
run a restaurant or whatever. So sometimes they come and go.
Yeah.
And what's fascinating, I bet you could do this. You could take any building in any one of our towns, and you go back 100 years, I'll bet there was 5 or 6 different businesses in that building that
Yep.
that people don't even know about.
Yeah.
Because it just kind of cycles and recycles.
At one time, Westfield had 3 dress shops. It had Vogue, it had Sincerely Yours, and the department store where the telephone company was founded. 2 hardware stores and a toy store and a record store. I mean, I remember those things from when I was a
Right,
child, a
right.
long time ago.
Hardware store on Main
The
Street.
Franklin
Yeah.
department store, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Western Auto, that was another one. Grant's.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think we had two or three shoe stores
Yeah.
and 2 jewelry shops. I mean, it
We
was.
used to have 6
but-
auto
Oh, gosh,
Yeah.
yes, yeah.
dealerships.
Yeah. So I think all our communities were like that at one time, and
Yep.
but I see it's sort of a kind of a resurgence, little by
Right.
little by little.
I think so.
Yeah.
Like I said, more people are getting involved and really are interested. I think some of that started with our First Fridays.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Also finding people. This is not a general blanket statement, but I see bits and pieces of people coming home. People
Yes.
thought, oh, I'm going to go wherever. I'm going to make my fortune, and I'm going to go out west or down south,
Yeah.
or I'm tired of the cold. And then, 10 years later, they're back and saying,
well,
It's not
that's
so bad here.
That's
40
Sue
years.
Poster.
well, yeah.
Yeah, that's one.
But,
No.
but I see, like millennials or whatever. I see them coming back.
Yeah. Well, I remember I went to school in Cleveland, and John got a job there when we were first married, and we were sitting in our apartment listening to the news, and we had Brett, and they said, well, the pollution is so bad that your baby in his crib tonight is a heavy smoker, and we just looked at each other and said, we're done.
I never heard that one.
Yeah,
before. Wow.
that's exactly what they said. We're done. We're going home, and so we did.
Yeah. Fortunately, a lot of the big cities have cleaned up their act.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
I grew up in Buffalo, and where we lived was okay, but if you crossed between Buffalo and Hamburg, it was woo!
smell it.
Lackawanna.
L.A. we used to call it
Lackawanna.
Lackawanna. I mean, but that's all different now.
Yes.
But nonetheless, I mean, those were crazy times pollution-wise, and but those are things that have driven people home, though. Whether it's traffic or noise or crime or whatever, little towns in Chautauqua look pretty good now, don't they?
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
So you're heading up the chamber now. What, about 3 or 4 years? How long have you been doing this?
5,
5 years?
think. Almost 5, yeah.
Okay, so let's hear what does the chamber do? I mean, I announced it, a lot of stuff the various chambers do, like the Mayville Chamber is doing their weekend here. So what does the chamber do?
Well, we try to help businesses,
Mm-hmm.
all business. There is the MAST program for the big manufacturers, but we try to assist people with getting information about government products and things. Like there was a big grant thing for people after COVID,
Right.
and so with the WDC, we work to get
Okay,
people.
remember we gotta be careful with acronyms now.
Okay.
DC is the
Westfield Development Corporation.
Okay.
We
And that's
worked with them.
Don
to-
McClure now.
Right.
Okay.
Don and I worked together to get a hold of our restaurants so that they could apply for this money
Mm-hmm.
that was due from the government. And several of our businesses in town did get money. So that was a good thing because it helps keep Westfield viable. If we have more businesses and if we have people open, it encourages people to come from, all around to visit us. And we just help with various things. And then we do the First Friday events. I work with Marilynn.
Okay, what's
for-
the First Friday event?
First Friday is on the first Friday of each month, June through September, and the second Friday night in July. And we have merchants on Main Street. This year we added horse and carriage rides from Lyons Horse Farm, which was really very popular. And we have open carry, so you can go into the restaurants and get a beer and walk the streets. And we usually have live music. We have popcorn. We have fudge. We have all kinds of cool things, and people.
Again, going back to Shelley Green.
Yeah, it's a
days.
street party.
Yeah.
It's a street party,
party. Yeah.
and it's very well attended.
Yeah, I've been to many of them over the years, and
Yeah, you used to play with Barcelona
The
Blues.
Barcelona Blues, BBB.
Yeah, I miss the Barcelona Blues.
I do too.
Yeah,
I do too.
They're no longer performing, but
been a few years.
I'd love to bring them back. So maybe we'll see.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
I'm waiting for that phone
great.
call. I was sitting here. Rick was sitting there. First time I ever put Rick on TV. And he says right on the air, he says, "So, Doc," you know how he talks, "I hear you play a mean guitar." And I go, "Why?" And the next thing I know, I'm in the Barcelona Blues Band.
He has a way of doing that
Then
with
the next thing I know, I'm in a play. And the next thing I know, I'm a dead person. And the next thing I know, I'm doing this.
Next thing you know, you're a dead person.
And the next thing I'm a dead person. I was Shelley Green.
And you were called up for this.
I
one that
was called in for.
was supposed to be next week,
yeah.
but we had to
Right, that's been
postpone it.
canceled. That's too
But it's
bad.
postponed. It's not canceled.
Yeah.
It's just postponed.
Yeah.
And we'll get it back. It just there were too many.
Okay, so I think we've now kind of shaped up what's the superstructure of this this weekend that we're going to be talking about in more in depth. So it's a Chamber of Commerce. It's a community-driven event, and much like I was talking about the Jamestown weekend, it's to promote everybody. It's to have fun, get people out.
Right.
I mean, we've been hunkered down. Not so much this year as we were last year, but the pandemic has just squashed us, kept us in our homes. So tell me now, and in all sincerity, what was your thinking, and how are you going to handle the pandemic? I mean, it's still here. I mean, so what was your thinking around that? Because people are saying, well, I don't know if I'm going to come out for that, you know.
Mm-hmm. Well, I talked with the health department before we even decided to plan it, and we did that, kind of late, you know, for an event of this size.
Right.
We did the same thing for the first Fridays this summer.
But long story short, we're trying to have as much as we can outdoors.
There you go. That's what they've been saying right along. Anything, keep it outdoors.
For indoor activities, we're limiting like snacks. The library, for instance, used to have some wine and some cheese and those kinds of things just for folks coming in and out. And I think the last time we did this, they had like 700-800 people go through there. So they're eliminating the snacks and the wine, but they're still having some activities. And then at Easton Hall, where we do the Hall of Christmas, where we have the purveyors of fine merchandise, I've really limited that this year. It's a big room, so that's great. But I'm only going to have 25 vendors, which at the most. As opposed to the 50 that sometimes I've had in there. So
I remember when I played there, it was shoulder to shoulder. I mean, you squinched me in this little tiny spot. That was it I had.
We're limiting those kinds of things, and of course the horse carriage is outside, so that's not a problem. We're asking that people wear a mask. I feel like with an event like this, I don't know how I could stand at the door and police very much.
So it's really, let's be adults and
use your
head.
Yeah.
Okay, let's hold that thought. We got a phone call already. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Doc. This is Linda Spalding.
Hello.
Good morning, Marilynn.
Good morning.
Morning, Sue.
Good morning.
It's very exciting what you're talking about, and I'm so happy about the revival in Westfield. And I do remember in the 80s especially, when you could go to Westfield and go to the dress shops, go to the stores, do all your shopping. I got some beautiful dresses there. And I can remember the Ben Franklin was there, too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
My question
Actually, I remember these things too, and I'm not even from around here. But you know, Barb and I've been married 40 years, so I mean, we've been, you know, we saw those. Yes, back to you, Lynn.
I have a question. What about the Holly tours?
Oh, all right. That was the house thing, right?
The Holly Tour, yes, and that was one of the reasons why we started having it on this weekend, because that was usually Holly Tour weekend, so that was the big Sunday event.
Right.
Long story short, they're not able to have that this year. Yeah.
I see.
It became every other year.
Every other year.
So this year it was scheduled, but they had to, that's the Westfield Women's Organization, and they had to cancel that.
Once again, too many people in a small space.
Oh, yeah, and you know, think about people coming into your home and, you know, and who knows, and so, in small area. That's too bad.
Yeah, I would think that you wouldn't be having that this year, but is the Mcclure mansion going to be open?
No.
Uh-huh.
Same reasons, they couldn't do the tea.
They couldn't do the tea.
With the COVID restrictions, so that was canceled some time
Well, you
ago.
know,
Too many people
there
in a
was
small
supposed to be
space.
a fundraiser this summer that our group was going to play, and that got canceled for the same reason.
Exactly.
You know, you have these darn flare-ups with these variants and breakthrough cases, and you know, you gotta go on the side of caution, right?
And the problem is that these things are fundraisers for these organizations.
Exactly.
The Holly Tour, it raises funds for the Westfield Women's Organization, and they do really good things with that money. Well, right now they're not getting that money because they can't have it.
Right.
The Mcclure tea and the gala, those have had to be canceled. So they're having issues with fundraising. It's just sad. We all want this over.
Right.
And we're pulling together everything that we can for Christmas in the Village to make it a great place to be.
Well, congratulations for doing that this year. And
Thank you.
it's just wonderful to go to Westfield. And also, I understand that Barcelona was quite a bustling place at one time years ago.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, when Westfield first was incorporated, it was in Barcelona, and
Well,
you
the
know,
fishing industry was,
Yeah,
was big.
Yes, it was.
All that area started
Huge.
there and worked their way in.
Right, but we've seen a resurgence in that area a little bit, and we do have some viable businesses down there in Barcelona.
Yes, you do.
And, so I see really good things happening for us down there.
And the beaches are really crowded in the summertime.
Yeah, in the summer we've had to add parking and
Yep.
all kinds of things. So
And the beachcombers are everywhere. That's just
yeah, yeah,
so
and I love when the parasailers are out there.
Yeah,
and
oh my
things
goodness.
Like that. So it's growing. So keep watching.
Well, Lynn, stay tuned because we haven't even talked yet about the details of this weekend coming up because there's a lot of stuff going to be happening.
Well,
for
I'm going to say thank you very much, and I want to hear about the details.
All right.
Have a wonderful weekend and good luck.
Thank you,
with
Linda.
your
Thank you.
event.
Thank you very much.
Okay, folks. Well, that's how easy it is to call in and ask questions, and we appreciate Lynn calling in. You are watching Chautauqua Sunrise. My guests today are Sue Crawford Poster and Marilynn Hemmer, and they are part of a big project called Let There Be Light. So let's talk about Let There Be Light. It's going to be a special weekend, and when is it?
It is next weekend, the 19th, 20th, and 21st of November.
Okay.
It kicks off, at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We have a ribbon cutting ceremony at our florist, Blue June Blooms on Main Street. And then from there we move into Santa and Mrs. Claus.
And what
will
day of the
arrive.
week is this?
That's on Friday.
Friday.
That's
All right.
Friday.
All right.
Santa and Mrs. Claus arrive
They come and light the big tree in the park at Christmas.
6:15.
And no one knows how they will arrive.
You
They've
never
come
know.
on grape pickers and fire trucks and utility trucks, and
One year Santa
And
came by
tractors.
helicopter at Bosse's when I was teaching.
Wow.
we have too many trees for that.
Well, I wasn't suggesting that.
We could just
There's-
drop
there's
them down.
nothing like
it would be great, though.
There's nothing like a green Santa.
Yeah.
Got a little dizzy that day.
And he
Okay.
he lights the tree, and then the kids they flock. It's a wonderful thing.
People sing carols and
Traditionally, they've gone then to the Y. Once again, the Y becoming part of the weekend for treats and visits. Well, we're going to do all that in the gazebo this year, so it's going to be outdoors.
So what does treats mean? What do we mean
Treats
by
mean
that?
they'll probably do cookies. They'll do wrapped cookies
Okay.
And hot chocolate.
and those hot chocolate.
All right. So, of course, I always ask these questions. Is that free? Do you have to pay for that? How's
Free.
that work? Free.
free.
Yeah.
Free.
Free.
Free. All right.
And the shops will be open.
Yeah.
Okay, now a question came through while Lynn was asking her questions through my earpiece. Will there be places to eat? Because, at 6
Yes.
o'clock, that's dinner time. So
Yes.
the restaurants will all be
The
open?
restaurants will be
Restaurants,
open. I mean, if you go down the line, I
Go
can't
ahead, go down
remember
the
them
line.
all, but there,
Give it a shot.
CJ's Pizza.
Yeah.
I don't think Full Strength is open at that time of night, but you go around the corner to Market Street, you've got Calarco's,
Yeah.
which is 84 years in
Yep.
Long
business.
time.
Yep.
Yes.
Then there's
You have Brazil's, you have, I don't know if Parkview will be open, but
No, they're
Grace
not
and
open at
Abe's.
Probably
nighttime.
not.
Grace and Abe's will
Grace and
be
Abe's.
open.
And then we have Lena's Pizza
Lena's
and
Pizza.
the
And taco. They're
and
together.
tacos. That's right. Yep. And we have the Chinese
Right,
food.
right.
Um,
All right,
And
so
the Bark
So-
Grill
and
down
the Bark
on-
Grill.
If you want to get
Pearl.
off the beaten path there, going down to the Bark Grill.
So,
The-
just as an aside, I would say because that's going to be a busy week, and if anybody wants to go to sit-down restaurant, they probably should call for reservations.
I would.
I
think so.
would. I would.
Just like First Friday, these are busy days. How many people are you expecting? Hundreds, I would think, right?
With
Well-
COVID, it's hard to tell.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
really hard to
Like
tell.
I said, a couple of years ago, we had 700-800 people go through the library.
I would
last-
say you're probably
yeah,
going to double that
so
this year.
You think we will?
well, I think people are
maybe.
hungry to get out and do
Yeah.
something.
Well, because I think a lot of people, because they've had their vaccines and now boosters, I think they're feeling a little bit safer, and especially going to be outdoors. All right, so that's Friday. So we got. Let's start again. There's going to be a ribbon cutting to kind of kick the day off.
Right.
And what is the ribbon cutting ceremony going to do? I mean, You're just going to say announce the events for the day, or is there going to be music, or what is that?
Well, she's having it catered, and she has door prizes and
Right. So this is a big deal.
discounts and stuff that day. But hopefully that'll bring people into town, and then we'll have people going in and out of all the other shops. The shops are decorating for Christmas because the Chamber of Commerce does a Christmas window decorating contest. So that'll be, that's fun to look at. And then on Saturday, we have the hot toddy crawl and the punch cards.
Wait. Hot toddy crawl. What is that?
Yeah, you want to take that?
I never heard that one before.
I do want to say one thing, first of all, if I could. We wanted to make this a family-friendly weekend,
It sounds like it so far,
something
yeah.
for everyone. And it really has proven to be that. And I wanted to make as much of it as possible free. The Santa, that's all free.
Yeah.
And when we do the carriage rides on Saturday and Sunday, that's free as well.
Excellent. And who's providing that?
Magic Moments Carriages.
And where are they from?
They're from Bear Lake.
Okay, we want to give them a little shout out.
Yeah.
Okay, we have another phone call. Hey, hold that thought.
All
Good morning.
right.
Good morning, caller.
Doc!
Oh my God. I already know who it is.
Guess who?
He just blew my ear.
Hey, Doc!
Take my earpiece out.
Doc!
I can hear you. Yes,
Hey,
Rico.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello? Hello?
Okay, we can hear you.
What are you doing?
I'm healing from a burst eardrum. What are you?
Oh. Hey, you know what?
What, Rick?
It's Susie Poster's birthday today.
We've already announced that. Thank you for catching up with us.
Yeah, but did you sing happy birthday?
No,
to
we don't
her
do
yet?
that here because it embarrasses everybody.
Oh, man.
But
okay. Hey, I just wanted to call and tell you something.
All right, tell me something.
All right. Be careful, because those two ladies that you have on your show today
Yes.
are like dynamite.
Yes.
They are responsible. Those two are responsible for the rebirth of Westfield. And hold your wallet, because they'll try to grab your money and
We were just
invest
talking
it
about
in
everything's
the economy
free.
of Westfield, New York.
Is this any different than what you do to me?
I didn't think about it that way. I guess you're right.
I told him.
I guess you're right. Huh. I'll be.
I think you're in cahoots.
You got two finest ladies from Westfield, New York on your show today. They are fabulous friends, and they are fabulous members of this community. And I guarantee you that Westfield would not be half of what it is without the input of these two. They're super.
I bet you don't know something about Marilynn that I do.
Oh, jeez.
You ready?
I'm afraid to ask.
I'm
Go
not
ahead,
ready.
Doc.
I'm almost positive I'm right on this. You and I are both Paul Harris Fellows.
Oh, yes.
She was honored by
Yeah.
our Rotary Club for her community service.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Our what?
She's a Paul Harris Fellow recipient for her community service.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
The Rotary Club.
I didn't know that.
The Rotary Club will pick somebody from the community that they feel has been outstanding, who's a non-Rotarian, and we award a Paul Harris Award annually. And she was our recipient about 3 years ago, I think. Right?
Yeah, I think so.
So there you go. I got you on that one, didn't I?
I
That's
think
pretty
Rick
good.
Mascaro
That's
would
pretty
be a
good.
good person.
Wow.
Yes. Uh-huh.
I just wanted to call in and say, one, hello, and two, thanks for inviting me today. No, I'm just kidding you. That's okay. That's okay, Doc, if you have those two, but you didn't invite me on yours. Because you know, that kind of stuff doesn't bother me, Doc, so that's okay. That's fine. But Merry Christmas to you all, and good choice.
To all of you.
Good choice in guests today. Good choice in guests today.
Thank you, Rick.
You're welcome.
Thanks,
Thank you for your approval.
Yes.
It means so much to
To
me.
you, happy
And
birthday to
we
you.
will
Happy
see
birthday,
you-
dear Susie. Happy birthday to you. Yeah,
Thank
I get
you.
it.
There you did it.
And we'll
Yeah.
see you at the parade with Doc.
Yes.
You will?
Yes. We haven't gotten to that yet,
We haven't
but
got to that yet.
We
were-
will.
I guess we were
gonna,
saving
we're gonna,
that.
we're gonna share that here shortly.
I heard we're working together.
We're working together. The team is back.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I
The
know.
band's playing again.
I just shared that
Okay.
with my crew here.
All right.
They all had something else to do that day.
until they found out Rick was going to be there.
Oh, well. All right, Rick.
I gotta go have my morning coffee. You guys get up way.
Wait.
too early.
You can't go yet. I
What?
want to ask you a question, all right? And in all
What?
seriousness, now, just because we mentioned this earlier, Harvest Moon 2021 has been postponed. Do you have an idea
Has
when
been
it?
postponed.
Do you have an
It has
idea when
been
it's going to
postponed.
be? Is it springtime? When? Best
Well-
guess. Best guess.
My guess is that it will be. I don't even want to guess yet at this
Okay.
point, Doc. It'll be soon, and everybody keep your powder dry because it's going to be as soon as we can do it.
All right.
So
So,
I've got an event coming up that I'm going to be under contract for a while. so-
okay. Well, will you
as
let
soon as
me
that's
know here,
ready.
and I'll get the word out. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. Yeah,
We
I
will.
appreciate it, man.
All right. Well, I'll see you
I
next week,
appreciate it.
and we'll.
I hope so. That'll be good. That'll be good. Hey, good job, ladies. Hey, Sue, you need to smile more. Smile more.
Okay, got it.
Okay? Marilyn,
Check.
you did a good job. You're doing a good job smiling. Susie, you need just a little bit more, okay?
Okay.
This is where I say goodbye, Rick.
Okay. All right, Doc, it's been wonderful as always.
As
Have a
always.
wonderful afternoon.
You too.
Life and Christmas.
Come out to
Talk
the
with
Big
you
Inlet
soon.
tonight.
Oh,
there he goes.
Merry Christmas.
Thanks. Folks, that was Rick Mcclure. We were just talking about it. All right. Well, let's get. All right. So, I got lost here. So we got Friday, and there's a tree lighting ceremony. There's a ribbon cutting ceremony. There's cookies and hot chocolate in the gazebo. Rain or shine, snow or not, whatever. It's going to be there. So what? So where are we on Friday? So that's singing.
Friday.
Now, who's doing the caroling? Just anybody or
I think so. I'm not sure.
okay?
That kind of comes and goes. But hopefully some. I've reached out to the churches, and I think
okay.
the ladies of the Moose just might do something too.
Okay. Now
The schools are busy
schools
because
are-
they
They
got
have
Cinderella.
they have
Yeah.
they have a competition that weekend
Okay.
for Allstate, is it?
Yes.
Nisma.
So our
Yeah.
students
Nisma.
are taken.
Will there be folks dressed up in Victorian dress?
No, not
'Cause that was-
Probably
no,
not.
That
not
was a theme.
necessarily.
That was a
was the
theme once
theme.
upon a time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's when we were talking about the hot toddy crawl.
Oh yeah, we gotta get back to that.
That's where
yet.
we were.
What day is that? What day is that? That's Saturday.
That's Saturday
Saturday
All
and
right,
Sunday.
Rick got me off track here.
Yeah.
Woo.
Saturday and Sunday.
All right, so
Saturday
what
and
is the
Sunday.
hot toddy crawl?
When we had the Victorian theme a couple
Yes.
years ago, that's when that was, that idea was born. Any restaurants and businesses that participate will provide a little bit of a taste of hot toddy or some hot cider. Pepper. I think Bristol Burgess had a peppermint
Oh, that
thing
was
that people just
fabulous.
went crazy about.
Peppermint.
Yeah.
Peppermint-
Lakeshore Center for the Arts is doing
peppermint
mulled
drink.
wine.
Okay.
Mulled wine, those
Mold
kinds
wine.
of
Oh my
things.
gosh, that brings
Yeah.
back
Yep. And so
that Christmas show we
it's
did.
just a taste, and so you can go from business to business, and that once again gets people downtown.
All right. So if I want some mulled wine,
You don't
do I-
know what you're going to get.
do you pay for that?
No.
Is it? No, it's free. So it's all free.
It's free.
All right.
It's just a taste. You're not going to get
Right.
a big what is it? Big gulp.
Just a little sampler. Okay, those little
Yeah.
Mrs.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you can go back
And
more
so,
than once
yeah.
if you like.
Okay.
Just
And
put a different hat on and
Yeah,
walk
put
back
a
in.
mustache
Yeah,
on or something.
yeah.
Just put a scarf over your face.
And then we have a tour of Westfield, which is a little green card traditionally, and you can get that stamped and deposit it at Peaceful Designs in the box. And we have some prizes. We'll draw for prizes.
Okay.
So that's another thing.
So the hot toddy
goes
crawl is throughout Saturday?
Throughout Saturday and Sunday.
Okay, so for
Yeah.
2 days.
Yeah.
All right, so Saturday, what are the events besides the hot toddy crawl?
Okay, well, we have Hall of Christmas, which are the vendors in Easton Hall.
Hall of Christmas.
I
What-
call it the Hall of
It
Christmas.
used to be called the Hall of Trees.
No,
No, that's
No,
something different.
that's something different. All right.
So we'll do Easton Hall. Hall of Christmas, where we have some vendors who don't, of course, have a shop in Westfield. So we've got everything.
And the
from-
times on that?
The time is from 10 to 4.
10 to 4, okay.
But I might add, if it's busy, we wouldn't close it down.
All right.
And also, there will be food trucks on
Oh.
Elm Street, and the popcorn people probably they'll be on Main. So we have those kinds of things as well.
That's kind of a new addition.
Yes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah that's
Yeah, and
very,
we forgot.
very popular.
We forgot to mention the soup shop.
She'll be
and
open.
and Main
And we
Street
did-
Diner.
and Main Street
which is
Diner,
all
yeah.
there,
All right,
yeah.
so
Yeah.
what's the soup shop? That's new to me. What's soup shop?
The Wooden Spoon.
The Wooden Spoon.
The Wooden Spoon.
Right next
she
door
just-
to Easton Hall.
Yep.
Oh, okay. That little.
It's a
little,
carry-out
Yeah.
soup shop. And
Okay,
she
that
has
used
some
to
bread.
be like
Does.
5 different other kinds of restaurants over the years.
Yep. But that one's
different
been pretty
shops.
successful.
She's been there about
She
4
makes
years.
some good soup.
I've heard that.
So those are other things that will be available.
Okay.
And then the carriage ride, loads
Okay.
and unloads at Easton Hall. That's from 11 to 4.
And then at
both days.
4:30, something magnificent happens.
Yeah. Well, hold on.
Okay,
We're
there's
not
more?
done. Yes.
We're still building up to the,
We're still
to the
building
main
up to
event.
Yes. Yeah. How much time do we have?
We still have 5 minutes yet.
So
better hurry.
the library. The
Yes.
library is going
That's
to be
the
open
Hall of
from
Trees.
12. That's where the
Oh,
Hall of
oh,
Trees. And
And you
that's where
can
they
vote
ha-
on which one is the best, your favorite.
My favorite.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's where we're going to have children's programs, movies and story times, make and take crafts. And then there's going to be a vocal concert at 1 o'clock, and that's from wax students, which will be nice.
Okay.
And I believe that they're going to have Mrs. Claus, and Mrs. Claus is kind of like a doll that just sits there and moves sometimes ever so slightly.
Oh, okay. I know what you mean.
And so that's a big draw. Then at 4:30,
The big event.
the big event.
Wait, Lakeshore Center for the Arts will also be open. The gallery will be
Oh,
open. And
right.
there will be
the
hot
gallery's
toddy in
open,
there.
and there'll
Right.
be hot toddy too.
Now can we get to the big event?
Yes. Okay, Suze. Big event. This is you.
The big event for Saturday is the Let There Be Light Christmas Parade,
Ta-ta-ta-ta.
which we have been getting applications.
Mm-hmm.
We were very fortunate this year that Kevin Doherty and his wife Kim from Grace and Abe's has put up prize money.
Yes.
So for the best float, first place is $500. Second place is $250, and third place is $150.
Wow, wonderful.
So, in addition to having Chautauqua Sunrise with guest star Rick Mascaro working with Doc, they'll be out there filming live, and we will have the judges' tent next to them.
And we'll be in front of the Methodist Church.
Yes, and we will have 5 esteemed judges judging similarly to skating events, to skaters. So the announcement of who won will not happen until the next day because
Okay.
we'll have to go through all these ballots. But we're inviting people to light up their parades. They don't have to have floats. They can walk. They can drive a car. They can do whatever.
Okay.
And it should be a lot of fun.
Okay. What we're going to do is I'm going to have Jeff just posting pictures while we continue to talk,
Okay.
because I want people to get a little flavor of
Yeah.
Christmas past. So let's talk about as far as the parade. How do they sign up if they want?
Well, there are applications online at www.westfieldny.com. They're available at Easton Hall. You can call me and I will send you one. You can fill it out and email it to me at sposter@chautauquachamber.org.
Okay.
They're all different kinds of ways.
Jeff, if you want to, there we go. All right. Yep.
This is Betty Lacutia. She was our Queen Victoria at the Mcclure mansion.
So these are Christmas.
This is
Yes.
this
It's
is
like
what I did.
the Christmas Carol there.
We miss Betty, but she was quite.
I
elegant
forgot
lady.
to tell you something about Saturday. Let me put that in
Okay.
real quickly. Another idea I had because of the way things have been for the past couple of years and stress, the ministers are going to do at Easton Hall a 3 20-minute programs of reflection, inspiration, and encouragement.
Good.
So this is not a church service, but it's that. So okay.
Yep.
Okay. And then
These are the Victorian carolers.
Carolers.
at
and
the
then what's
Mcclure.
happening Sunday? Anything?
More hot toddy crawl,
More-
more horse and carriage, more
More
hall,
more
Christmas
Hall of
in the
Christmas,
village.
more
Is
library.
that going to be all day or part of the day? Or?
Yeah.
There are
There's
different
your-
times, and
there's
a
your carriage
Christmas movie marathon at Lakeshore,
At Lakeshore.
Center for the Arts.
Library is going to have a piano concert
Yes.
as
Oh,
well.
nice. Nice.
Yeah. So we want to keep it going for the whole
Oh, and
weekend.
there's Santa and my baby.
That's
Brody would love that.
That's
Oh
my
God.
baby Ziggy.
Okay. Okay. So if people want more information,
There we go.
Here we are. Here's
That's-
our flyer that we have out.
okay, so we're going to be doing a recording of the show, but we're going to show it later on, I guess, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it won't be live?
No.
To be
No.
determined. How's that?
Yeah, it won't be live because okay. So we're going to be wrapping up here. So again, Christmas in the Village, November 19th through the 21st. And did I ask you a phone number, how to contact, or just an email?
Sure. My phone number is 248-830-6058. Marilyn's?
753-6043.
Okay. I just informed the clock was off because we have Canadian time or something or other. So
we're
anyways, we're done. So folks, Let There Be Light coming up next weekend. Me and Rick will be narrating the parade. We can't wait. The crew will be there filming, and I think we're going to make it more like a documentary for you.
Okay.
All right, so you take care and stay warm, and we're going to see you right here, 9 o'clock next Saturday morning for another edition of Chautauqua Sunrise. Take care, everybody. Stay warm.